I just started to do a lot of inner work, and that's where it began. I feel like my reinventing, my glowing up really started. It started with the inner. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree, and if you are new here, thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And today's video is going to be another coffee chat video, and I'm super excited about this topic for this video because I've been working actively and intentionally on my glow up era, glowing up, and I just feel like I have learned so much the past few months, and I'm really just getting started and reinventing myself for the better in all areas of my life. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing why I'm reinventing myself, why I'm embarking on my glow up era in my late 20s, and then I'm going to be sharing 7 tips for you all if you are interested or just looking to really just glow up and revamp yourself, you know, before you turn 30. And so, or if you're in your late 20s. So I just feel like I have a lot of friends or people I know who are just working on their body, really trying to just work on becoming the best version of themselves like ever before. And I just feel like this video can definitely help my girls out there. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Alright, y'all, so I know you all have probably watched a bunch of videos or seen a bunch of TikTok videos and YouTube videos about glowing up and how to glow up and all that. And I feel like glowing up is, everyone can define it differently to yourself. It can be a physical glow up, it can be a spiritual or internal glow up. Everyone is on their own journeys, and I feel like for me, I think I kind of associate glowing up with really just revamping myself or reinventing myself, right? I feel like I love the version that the person I was before I started, you know, actively or intentionally kind of revamping myself or glowing up per se. But I think it's really important that you identify what areas that you are trying to improve or reinvent yourself in, right? And so for everybody, that can be different, right? Some people want to lose weight. That's all they want to do. Some people just want to pivot careers. And so reinventing yourself or glowing up looks different for everybody. And I just want to state that because, you know, glowing up to one girl on TikTok or on YouTube might look different to you. And so I took majority of last year to just, I don't know, something clicked in June of last year, which is my birthday month. I just wasn't happy with myself. And so I want to really discuss right now why I'm choosing to reinvent myself and start my glow up era like never before, or glow up in different areas of my life. Because yeah, I'm going to talk about that first, and then we can get into some 7 tips that I have been doing, incorporating in my kind of glow up era season right now. I feel like majority of my 20s have been a roller coaster of experiences and emotions, like most people, right? And I definitely reflected and looked back at my early 20s, and I remember not feeling super confident with myself. I've always struggled with confidence, body image, and I just always felt really uncomfortable in my body. And so I have always been one of those people who struggled with weight. Like my weight have always fluctuated throughout the years, especially in my early 20s. And I just remember in college, like community college, and then when I transfer, my weight would go really up there. Like I would be kind of like overweight, and then I'll get to middle where I'm just like at a set weight for a few years, and then I'll go low, and then I'll go high again. So my weight has always fluctuated, and that has always bothered me. Like I never felt just 100% confident, you know, like feminine. I just never felt very like comfortable in my own skin, right? I just always felt like I struggled with losing weight, keeping the weight off and just feeling content within myself. So I struggle with my, I guess, body images and my confidence. I also, in my early 20s, I am a Christian, and my relationship with God over the years have always been like, I feel like I was always drawing closer to God, or I was like really good at, for a little bit, reading my Bible, praying to the Lord consistently, but then I felt like I fell off sometime due to school and stress. And so, but I also was active in church, always serving the Lord. But I always felt like it was a disconnect in certain areas in my 20s, or certain years throughout my 20s, where I didn't draw closer to God as I should have, or I wasn't praying and reading my Bible, really just overall seeking God as I should have been in the first place. And so I really feel like spiritually I was just kind of lukewarm. I wasn't confident within my body. And then of course I struggled like with accepting singleness. I had a really hard time in my early 20s feeling like, why, I always question God, like, why am I single? Like, what is wrong with me? I'm like, am I that ugly? So I struggle with just like solitude and being alone. And yeah, so those are like a gist of all my emotions and feeling. And then career wise and school wise, school was like, I was in school for, I feel like, majority of my 20s, right? And in college, and I just felt very like college and school took up majority of my time. I put school before my health, going to the gym, pursuing other activities or hobbies. I put that before everything else. Like, school was my top priority. And as someone who struggled in school, was diagnosed with a learning disability, everything was just like such a struggle. So I just struggled a lot in my early 20s in managing my time, feeling confidence within myself, just, battling emotions and feelings with singleness, feeling like I'm behind in life. I mean, everything that you can kind of deal with in your early 20s as a young woman, I have felt it. I've went through it. And so it wasn't until I turned 25, like we were in the pandemic, the height of, the pandemic, and everything, we were all shut down, locked down. And something about turning 25, something like just shift in me. And I was like, I remember I was praying, because I always pray and like journal a prayer before my birthday, like the day before. And I was praying and just talking to the Lord, and I said, Lord, I'm just tired of feeling the way I'm feeling. Like, I feel like I'm not where I'm at emotionally, physically, mentally, and just in my relationship with you, Lord. And I just need your guidance. I want to become the woman that you have made and created me to be. I want to do really great things. I have so many things I want to accomplish in this life, and I want to be a steward of you living here on earth, and I want to help people. I just want to find me. I want to find my place. I want to find my purpose, and I just want to be confident within myself. I remember saying something like that along those lines, right? And praying that. And so once I turned 25, I started to really work on my inner, right? I started to really work on my mental health, right? And so for me, it was really just abiding in Christ, seeking the Lord. And he was my therapist. He is my everything, right? And so I just started to, seek the Lord more. I started to pray more. I started to journal more, and I started to really just sit with myself. I also felt like throughout my early 20s, I really had an issue with like being patient and being calm and collected and not overreacting to people, my family, friends, just any circumstance. So I asked the Lord to like search my heart, to reveal to me the things that I need to work on. And so when I turned 25, that's when I really started healing. That's when I started really working on myself, like the inner parts, right? I started working on being patient, being kind. I started to not allow situation and things to get the best of me. Of course, I had moments, right? I had time even when I was 26, right? Even last year, but I really was actively like taking the time to reflect, think. I'm like, okay, how is this situation serving me? How is me reacting in a negative way going to change the situation? So I started to just be more cautious of how I react, and just be more, I just started to be more aware of my emotions, of my feelings, and just even more aware of how I respond to things. And so 25, 26, I really just started to do the inner work, y'all. I really just, whew. So the Lord just started doing a work in me in the inner, right? And so I'm not the same Desiree that I was yesterday or the day before. Like, I'm always constantly aiming to improve, right? And be better than I was the day before. Just start to do a lot of inner work, and that's where it began. I feel like my reinventing, my glowing up really started. It started with the inner. It wasn't until last year in June where my physical, I was just like, I was looking in the mirror and I was dealing with a whole lot of bloating issue, and I talk about that in another video. But I was dealing with a lot of like physical issue, bloating, and just not feeling comfortable in my own skin. And I was like, okay, Desiree, it's time to kick up your physical glow up. And so last year I discovered fasting. Fasting works for me. It's a lifestyle. Fasting has really changed me physically, and it has made me feel more energized, more healthier. And so far I have lost 9 pounds since last year, which I'm like, okay, for some people that's not a lot, but for me, who struggle with weight loss, who has in the past, and who have struggled with keeping the weight off, this is a huge deal for me, because I've been able to maintain the weight loss. Like, okay, I haven't gained the 9 pounds back. I've been keeping the 9 pounds. Also, I realized for me, in terms of losing weight, I'm losing weight more so in my face. I see the, like, you know, certain my inches. So sometimes, like, I weigh myself on the scale. I'm like, I feel like I weigh less than that. But sometimes it's water weight. But also, I feel like it's body, you know, like when I go do strength training. And so I feel like it's muscle, turning the fat into muscle, so maybe sometime that can derail like the scale. But I feel so good, and the weight is really coming off of me, and I'm just so excited to really get to my goal weight, because I told myself I need to physically glow up. So that is something that I'm working on right now. I did the inner work. I'm still actively always doing the inner work, and working on my spiritual glow up with the Lord, praying, abiding in Him, seeking Him, being a blessing to other people. Those are all into my spiritual glow up, and abiding in Him every single day and being a blessing to other people. So that's something that's a constant thing, right? And then my physical glow up, I am actively right now, since June, am working on losing weight, toning up, and looking the best I have ever looked before I turned 30. Period. I told myself I'm not playing no more. One of the main reasons why I'm deciding to embark on this glow up era for myself, or reinventing myself, whatever you want to say or how you want to say it, is because I'm just tired of not going all in to reach the goals that I want to reach, or to just I'm just tired of not pouring into myself, basically. I just feel like if I want to see a change in my body, or in my finance, or in my career, I have to work hard. I have to put in the work. I need to pour into myself. And so right now I am really just working on my physical right now, like, and of course I'm doing inner and everything at the same time, but right now I'm really working on my physical glow up, my body, my fashion, my hair, my makeup. I'm really trying to discover, like, you know, what is my signature hairstyle, what type of makeup suits me or look best on my skin color, what type of like what is my fashion sense, what is my style, what am I trying to, you know, go for, and what is a hairstyle that suits you, that is gonna be my go-to. So I'm really in this season of discovering my style, the best hairstyle that looks good on me, and I'm just trying to glow up, y'all. I just really want to look and feel the best I have ever looked and felt before. So that is really the main reason why I just started to pick up in this like reinventing myself and just becoming the best version of myself and becoming the woman I have always aimed to be. So yeah, that's kind of why I am revamping myself, entering my glow up era, and I'm really just getting started. And so I feel so good ever since I started really working out. I did Pilates for a few months last year until it got too expensive, and I was like, chill, we're gonna have to roll this back. We're gonna have to come back to this. And then and then I started, you know, like fasting, and weight has been dropping off, and I've been like working on doing my makeup and, you know, trying different hairstyles, and I'm just feeling really good, y'all. And of course, leveling up my fashion. Like, I am just really excited, and I've been really enjoying this season of just like, you know, pouring into me and in my appearance. And yeah, if you're between the ages 27 and 30, it's time to buckle down. It's time to get serious about your goals, your physical glow up, your spiritual glow up. It's time to get closer to God. It's time to lose that weight. It's time to hit that gym. It's time to pivot careers if you need to. It's time to get serious about you. No more crying, no more comparing yourself, saying you wish you looked like her, you wish you had the body, the lifestyle like she do. But you can clearly look at her life and be like, well, she does go to the gym every day. She did pursue a hobby or a career that she loves to do. It's time to get serious. No more comparing yourself to other people. No more feeling sorry for yourself because you haven't reached the glow up, or don't look the way you want to look, or you're not where you thought you should be in your late 20s. Forget about that. Oh well, it's time to just do it. No more thinking about it. It's time to just take action. Like Nike say, let's do it. Just do it. Just do it. All right, y'all, I'm going to share 7 tips on how to reinvent yourself / glow up in your late 20s. These 7 tips have really helped me along the way, and so I just felt like sharing these with you all, and hopefully they are beneficial and helpful for you all as you all embark on your journey. So let's go ahead and get into them. Number 1 is to stop having a scarcity mindset. Scarcity mindset basically means that you believe, or you have a mindset that you're never going to get the thing that you want. Is not obtainable. And so having a scarcity mindset and saying, you know, no to something before you even try it is really holding you back. And so I really had to stop. I had to stop the scarcity mindset. I'm like, okay, I want to get into grad school, but I feel like I'm not going to get into grad school. There's a strong possibility that you might not get into grad school. You can apply to maybe 2 or 3 schools. Those 2 or 3 schools might not accept you. However, if you have an abundant mindset and say, hey, I'm willing to take the risk, I'm willing to apply, even though there's a chance that I might not get into grad school, I'm still going to try anyway. That's an abundant mindset. And so I started to scratch the scarcity out of my life at 25. I said, oh no, we got to stop the scarcity mindset. And so when I started to go, I have this mindset. This is my mindset. I might not get the job. I might be underqualified for something. I'm still going to apply. There's strong possibility I might not be getting to grad school because I have a low GPA. That was my story, okay? And literally I have a video, how to get into grad school with a low GPA. I got into grad school with a low GPA. My GPA when I graduated UC San Diego was so bad, y'all. It was bad. It was so bad. Like, I was like, ain't nobody gonna accept me, but I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna work hard anyway. I didn't get into the 2 schools that I really wanted to. If for grad school, I didn't get into them. And I'm like, okay, well, should I just give up? Should I not apply to grad school anymore? No, I applied to grad school again. I'm going to apply to another program and see what happened. Well, I got into my third choice, or my third program that I found, and they accepted a spring admission. And so I applied, and I was like, you know what? It's in your hands, Lord. And I got in. I got into grad school with a low GPA. So once I stopped having a scarcity mindset, that's when things started to happen. Like, doors started to open, and I started to be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Even if I don't get it, at least I can say I tried. But failing, which because you don't get the job or you don't get into the school that you wanted, that doesn't mean that you're not qualified. You just got to keep going. And so you just got to scratch the scarcity mindset, because it's holding you back from pivoting careers, reaching your goals, and really glowing up. Okay, so stop with the scarcity mindset and replace it with the abundant mindset. Tip number 2, take yourself seriously. It's time to improve your overall life. So you have to take yourself seriously, in the sense you have to say to yourself, I am worthy enough to pour into my health, having a routine, and feeling and becoming the best version of yourself. So you need to take yourself seriously. You just don't need to be passive with yourself and say, I don't need to go to the gym today. I don't need to do this today. I don't need to do my homework. I don't need to work on that certificate, or, apply to a certificate program or to grad school. Like, if you're just passive about yourself and your goals, you're not going to reach where you're trying to go, right? You're not going to reach those goals. So you have to be serious about yourself, serious about the goals and the things that you want to accomplish. And if you're trying to lose weight, you got to get up to go to the gym. I went to the gym this morning. I woke up at 4 a.m. I woke up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym. I went to the gym. I walked on the treadmill before my workout class. Did my workout class. Almost passed out, but I made it. And here I am, back home and working on my hobby, working on my YouTube channel. I'm going for it. I'm taking myself seriously. I'm taking my body seriously. I'm taking my hobby serious, my YouTube channel. I'm taking my, me being a counselor serious, like as my job. I'm taking everything seriously. Okay, if I want to reach the goals and become the woman I want to become, and to reach those goals, I have to take myself seriously. I gotta pour into myself. And so pouring into yourself means doing the hard thing. So that's tip number 2. Take yourself seriously and get to it. Tip number 3 is to remove distractions. Woo! All I can say is I deleted Snapchat. I don't have that no more. I deleted Twitter. And yeah, those are 2 social media accounts that I felt that were very distracting throughout my 20s, like a few years ago. Like, they were kind of really distracting for me, so I removed them. I recommend removing any social media, removing any distractions in your life. Maybe your distraction is not social media, maybe it's certain people. Remove those people. Like, remove anything that is distracting you from working on your body, your career, your relationship with God, or whatever you believe in. Like, whatever is hindering you from reaching your goals and your full potential, you need to remove them. Yeah, so remove distractions. And sometime when I feel like Instagram is really distracting, I will go on an Instagram break for like a month or 2. I'm like, peace out. It's too much going on here. So I always recommend that you assess what is a huge distraction for you? Is it watching TV? Is it doing work at home? Maybe go to a coffee shop, because child, that's me. I can't, sometimes I can't stay at home. I gotta go. So to get work done. So assess what is distracting you, and then remove them so you can work on your goals. Tip number 3 really leads into tip number 4, which is letting go of toxic people in your life. 2023 was the year that God revealed to me who is truly my friend, who truly likes me, and who truly don't. Woo! And that's for a whole nother video one day. All I can say is that I am in this season of letting people go. Let them do what the let them theory. Let them do whatever they want to do, ... and you move accordingly. I have learned as I am glowing up from the inside out, I realize that I have to let go of certain people, or remove myself from certain people's lives, or just distance myself, because their lifestyle, their life, or how they're treating me doesn't align with how I want to be treated, or my life and my values. You really have to look at your life and say, okay, are your friend group, are the people you associate with, even family, like, who do I need to not talk to? Who do I need to let go of? Who do I need to distance myself from? If they are hindering you from reaching your goals, or focusing on your health, or they're stressing you out, you need to remove yourself from hanging around them. When you let go of toxic people, or people who no longer serve you, or people who don't treat you right, that can be family, friends, associates, whatever, then you just have peace. You can just work on yourself. You don't have to worry about dealing with those people. It will make your life a lot better if you just remove certain people from your life, because they're no longer serving you. And so I think it's really important that you assess your own life, assess your own friendship group, acquaintances, like assess the people who are in your life, and if they are encouraging you, uplifting you, and wanting to see you succeed and be happy. You really have to really think about those things, right? When you are assessing people in your life, and before you make the decision of like letting them go. But I'm a firm believer of letting go of people who just no longer serve you. And I learned that last year. Like, it's hard, when you're in your late 20s, you kind of go through a lot of different seasons with friends, and it can be hard, kind of reinventing yourself and glowing up is maybe you are getting rid of people who no longer serve you, people who are draining your energy. And that's good, because you only want, as you improve on being the best version of you, you want to only bring people in your life, or associate with people in your life who want the best for you, who encourage you, uplift you. Tip number 5 is to work on your inner/spiritual glow up. If you're a Christian, or you identify with another religion, whatever you need to do to work on your mind, body, and soul, mental health, all those things, then you should definitely work on those things. I think when I think about a spiritual glow up, it really is like, drawing closer to whatever you believe in, your faith, journaling, self-care, and maybe reading your Bible and praying. For me, I'm a Christian, so that means seeking the Lord every day, abiding in Him, reading my Bible, praying. Those things all go into my inner/spiritual glow up. And so I recommend you identify for yourself what those inner or spiritual glow up look like. But I highly recommend that you work on your mental health, you do some soul work, right? And you just really work on yourself, the inner parts, right? And because when you work on the inner, then you're really able to work on your physical. So definitely, that's tip number 5. Tip number 6 for reinventing yourself in your late 20s is to physically glow up. So a physical glow up can look different for everybody, and they have different physical goals. For some people, it's to lose weight, to work out more, or just to move their body. So you just assess what is your physical glow up. Maybe it's to, you know, gain more muscle, or to build muscle, to get stronger. Maybe it's like, you know, just eating more healthier than what you were eating, or cutting out sugar. But you just assess what your physical glow up, our physical goals are, and then of course actively try to work on those things, right? Set a schedule, work out. Maybe you work out in the morning, or you work out in the evening. Like, really try to, if you want to reach that physical goal of yours, you need to, like I say, just do it. Don't think about it too much, just do it. A physical glow up can also include, you know, skincare, like, you know, fashion, finding your fashion, or improving your style. So a physical glow up can look like so many things. So a physical glow up can look different for anybody. It's just really assessing what do you want to physically change about yourself to feel your best. Finally, tip number 7 into reinventing yourself in your late 20s, and that is a career glow up. For some folks, a career glow up means actively pursuing the career that they want to do. So you might be in school, or you might have to get a PhD to get to the highest level of your education to become what you want to become, or it might look like pivoting careers. And so I think a career glow up really is such a personal thing for everyone. And for some people, a career glow up might mean they pursue the hobby, like YouTube, or being an influencer, or a gamer, or whatever, because that's what they want to do and it brings them joy and happiness. So a career glow up is really just assessing for yourself, what do you really like to do, what brings you joy, and where do you see yourself at in a few years with that career. And also, is it going to make you some money? Because child, that's important. So a career glow up is just about assessing your career, and if it makes you happy, maybe you just need to pivot careers, pivot different industries. It's all of, or maybe you have to go back to school to become a doctor or a nurse, or to do the thing that you actually like to do and you want to pursue. And so a career glow up is going to be about you doing the thing or pursuing the career that brings you joy, that you love to do, and it doesn't feel like work, but also makes you some money. So a career glow up is essential, because I know for me, and my career glow up was really going to grad school and furthering my education. That was my career glow up, furthering my education so I can become a counselor / academic advisor and within higher education. And so everybody career goals are different, and so you just assess what you need to do or change to become whatever you want to become. And so yeah, y'all, that is all the tips I have for you all for this video. I really hope you all enjoyed this video and that you were able to take away something, some encouragement, some tips. All I know is that I'm 28 years old and I live at home with my parents. I don't have the luxury apartment or the luxury car. I'm not where I thought I would be at 28, but you know what? I'm working towards, you know, the goals that I have set for myself. I'm actively, you know, working on my body, my brain, the 3 B's. Shout out to Tony Gaskins, the 3 B's, brain, body, and business. And I'm not giving up. Sometimes we look at people online and they seem to have the perfect life, the life that we want. But you really have to be happy within yourself. You have to be confident within yourself, and you have to identify what are your goals, what are your dreams, what are your aspirations, and you have to be content with where you're at. Everybody's in different seasons. Some people are in the seasons where they reached and got where they've been working so hard to get to. Some people, they're not there yet, and that's okay. I am not where I thought I would be at 28, but I'm also so blessed and grateful that I'm in this season of my life. And God is doing a work in me. He's He's have taught me patience, and as I'm waiting for things to happen, waiting for certain things to, you know, certain doors to open and different things like that in my life, I'm going to continue to work on myself, glow up from the inside out, and just continue to work towards my goals. That's all I can do. And so if you're in your late 20s, don't feel like you're behind, because you're exactly where you need to be in this season of your life, and your time is coming. So it's never too late to change. It's never too late to pursue a different career. It's never too late to start a YouTube channel. It's never too late to do anything. So do what makes you happy and work on yourself and just glow up, girl, because you got this. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content. Also, comment down below how you are reinventing yourself / glowing up in 2024. And I definitely want to hear what you all have to say and how you all are glowing up and reinventing yourself. So make sure you leave a comment, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.